Hey, you're back for more? Fantastic. I'm Jackie, I'm a counsellor. You may have seen my other videos. Today what I want to bring to you is Gaslight Survival 101. So, I'm going to give you a scenario of gaslighting in two examples, and I'm going to do person A and person B. And I'm going to start by doing gaslighting in the context of racism. So let's begin. Let's say person B has an encounter that's racist to them. Somebody has targeted them or expressed hostility towards them because of the colour of their skin, their culture, their language, their dialect. You know, you come into this world with this beautiful hue out of your mother's womb, and there's someone who's just took a disliking to it. Happens, right? So person B has either been on the receiving end of something racist overtly, maybe they've been called a name, or they could have picked up on nuances in relation to somebody or a situation, and really they've concluded that it's racism that's at play. I've been there. Many people watching this may have been there too. So I think it's something to talk about. And I'll use this in the context of gaslighting to put some broader ideas across about what gaslighting is. So bear with me here. So person B has had this encounter. Now they go and tell person A. Person A isn't necessarily the person who dished out the racism. That person's some side person. We can call him person. Side person disrespected the program, right? Person B now has gone and reported it or said something or mentioned it to person A. And person A, they're in a position of, let's say for this example, in a position of authority, like a teacher, like a police officer, like an upstanding member of the community, somebody who could provide person B with validation. That's the reason why person B's gone to person A. So person B tells person A about their racist encounter. Person A then says, maybe you're being a bit too sensitive. Yeah, maybe you're looking into this a bit too much. Oh, you should just get over it. Oh, that happened such a long time ago. Let it go. Forget about that. That's person A's response. What they've done is they have diminished person B's reality. Person B has explained what their reality is, and person A has denied it and said no. Another example could be, you've got in an intimate relationship, let's say boyfriend and girlfriend, person A, person B. They are exchanging messages, some form of level of communication about going out on a date, and they've agreed through their texting back and forth, their conversations back and forth, that they're going to meet at a restaurant at 3 o'clock. So that date and time comes, and person B is at the restaurant at 3 o'clock waiting, and person A either comes late or doesn't show up at all. Then person B says to person A, hey, we had arranged to meet here for 3. You're late, or you never showed up. Like, wagwan, what's going on? Person A's response may be, what do you mean? No, I don't remember it being 3. I don't know what you're talking about. And person B may then do what a lot of us would do. You would reach for your phone and start, hang on a minute. No. They did tell me this. Let me zoom in. They did do that. Worse still, if it wasn't written down and you have to go back on memory and you're scrolling through your mind of conversations you had and you're pretty sure they did agree to meet at 3. Yeah, they did. But when you're in those throes of confusion, person A could go in for the kill and really layer it on and say, you're losing it. You always do this. You get things twisted. I don't know what you're talking about. Now, how person B may feel in relation to this is shocked, baffed, confused, angry, disappointed. If a relationship between person A continues, over time, person B may begin to gaslight themselves. They may come across things and start to tell themselves, oh, I'm reading too much into this. Oh, I'm being too sensitive. Oh, I've got it all wrong. I must be losing my mind. Doubt is the stick that's wielded here. You see, by the smoke and mirrors of person A's behaviour, they get off the hook and avoid responsibility for their behaviour. And person B is left upset and vexed. So here's the Gaslight Survival 101. Get to making notes. Good old pen and paper works just fine. You want to be concise and consistent. You want date, setting, location, what they said, what you said. You can even be real slick, and while the person's gaslighting you, wah, 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 right there, you could be on your phone typing it in your notes because you're making notes. So you need to be recording what's happening and what's going down. And when you do record what's taking place, keep your emotional part of it separate. You just want to stick to facts. The emotional stuff, there is definitely a place for it. I would say put that in a journal, somewhere safe where you know it's going to be easily accessible to you and kept private. Consider a journal. What we're building here is Gaslight Survival. Facts. That's what we want. So get it noted down, put it somewhere, and keep yourself safe emotionally, physically. If you have to be in relation to this person, there might be somebody that you can't necessarily avoid. And believe you me, it won't be very long until you'll have to make another entry on your note to self, Gaslight Survival 101 list. Then when that opportunity comes where you have to make another entry, put it down. Keep that list going. And as you make this list, after time, you're going to notice that, if it's on your phone, you're going to be doing this. You're going to see that thing scroll. After time, where you've collected enough evidence, you can read through that list. And with that information, you can consider the relationship with you and this person and what that list is showing you about how they feel about you. And from this, you'll be able to make a clearer, a better informed decision about your relationship with that person A. So the Gaslight Survival 101 is the list. You may even need to take pictures. What you're doing is you're building a body of evidence that you can refer back to validate yourself. You use this to build trust in your own instinct and understanding of what's taking place and be more objective. If you've decided to distance yourself from person A and you have moments where you feel weakened, you're doubting your decision, if keeping separate from person A is a good thing or not, you can go back to that list and remind yourself, is it a good thing that I've distanced myself from person A? Look at the evidence. This list has another use as well. It's also useful for the Hoover. Do you know what hoovering is? It's not just the thing that cleans the carpet. Yeah, that is a Hoover. But hoovering is a tactic used by people who display a lot of gaslighting. They also can carry out this particular behaviour as well, called hoovering. What does a Hoover do? It sucks back in things. So if there was a time where you and that person distanced yourselves, or you removed yourself, person A may try a Hoover. They may try to suck you back in. It's a temperature check. So at that point, go back to the list and remind yourself, do the scroll. Oh yeah, that's what happened. Now, if you've been on the receiving end of gaslighting, I recommend seek mental health professional guidance and advice and support, because it is maddening. It's soul destroying. For some people, it can go on for many years. They live in doubt. It's emotional abuse. And sometimes I think on some small level, people can do it just out of bad habit without realizing, but it's not an acceptable behavior to do to another person. It's very damaging to children as well, because if that's what they're growing up around, who do they bounce their reality off of if the person they're bouncing their reality off of is denying it? So let me know what you think in the comments. If you have any other ideas of things you'd like me to talk about and discuss, or your experiences of gaslighting, let me know. Thank you for your time.